Hey, before you read another sentence, I want you to know that I'm sitting here with my hands trembling, my stomach twisted into knots, and my heart pounding in my chest like it's trying to break free. I'm not writing this because it's easy. I'm writing it because it's the only honest thing left to do. What I'm about to confess may feel like a tidal wave crashing over everything we've built together. I won't ask you to brace yourself. You shouldn't have to. But I will ask for a few minutes of your time, because you deserve every syllable of truth after all the half-lights and shadows I've kept you in. For so long, I convinced myself that silence was mercy. I told myself that hiding the worst of me protected the best of us, that the less you knew, the safer we were. Each lie I swallowed tasted like cold metal, yet I kept gulping them down, thinking I could bury the evidence beneath a smile, a date night, a casual, "How was your day?" But rot always surfaces. Guilt seeps through even the most carefully sealed cracks. And here we are, on the edge of the cliff I created, staring into a drop neither of us asked for. You probably have a million questions swirling like storm clouds. How long have you been keeping this from me? Why didn't I notice the signs? Was any of it real? I owe you answers. Every single one. No matter how uncomfortable they are. No matter how badly they make me look. No matter how broken I appear when the last mask falls away. So, let's peel back the layers together. Let me start at the root. There is someone you hold dear, your best friend, the person you've trusted with stories you've never even told your reflection. They've laughed with you at 2 a.m. Memes stood at your side during hospital scares, carried pieces of your heart you thought were too heavy for anyone else. I crossed the line with that person. I didn't stumble over it. I walked, fully conscious even if shame followed close behind. I betrayed you in the most intimate way possible. I slept with them. And it wasn't just once. It was a reckless pattern, one that I broke far too late to spare you real pain. It began innocently, or so I told myself at the time. We were working on a project together for you. Yes, for you. Planning that surprise birthday video montage you still talk about. One late night turned into a string of late nights. Shared laughter blurred into lingering glances, and every time guilt pricked my conscience, I shushed it with excuses. We're just excited, just tired, just helping. The first time it crossed the line, I felt the floor drop under me. My mind screamed at me to run, to confess immediately, to rip off the bandage before infection set in. But ego cowardice, call it what you will, wrapped their hands around my mouth. I told myself it was a single moment of madness, a lapse I could outrun if I just worked harder at being perfect for you. But shame festers in secret. We repeated the mistake. We justified it as chemistry that would flicker out if we ignored it. We told ourselves you'd never know. And every morning after, I woke up beside you and wondered whether you could feel the gap opening between us. Wondered if the coffee tasted different because a chunk of my integrity had dissolved in it overnight. I became an expert at normalcy, texting you sweet nothings while deleting entire conversations, hugging you a heartbeat too long so you wouldn't ask why my phone was face down. Every gesture turned into camouflage. When it finally ended, when we both looked at each other and realized we were drowning in something neither of us had asked for, there was no fireworks and closure moment. Just exhaustion, remorse, and the nauseating awareness that the real catastrophe hadn't begun yet. Because you still didn't know. And every day I spent clinging to the lie was another day I robbed you of the agency to decide your own future. I wish I could say the guilt alone snapped me awake. But the truth is uglier. I broke down one evening while you were humming in the kitchen, stirring pasta sauce like life was normal. You looked happy. I couldn't match that happiness without feeling like a thief. That's when the gravity hit me. If love means protecting, then lies are demolition charges set under its foundation. I saw a timeline where months, maybe years down the line, this secret would surface in some horrific, cinematic fashion. Screenshots, slip-ups, a mutual friend cracking under the weight of keeping silent, and your heartbreak would make my current shame look like a paper cut. I realized the least cruel thing I could do was hand you the truth myself, raw and trembling, instead of letting it explode in your lap later. So here it is, in all its catastrophic clarity. I betrayed you with your closest friend. It happened multiple times. It is over now, entirely, irreversibly over. We have spoken at length, and we agree the only path forward is distance. If you decide you want nothing more to do with either of us, we will respect that unconditionally. You deserve a circle free of betrayal. Allow me to acknowledge what you might be feeling right now. Rage that rattles your bones. Shock so deep it paralyzes your next breath. Maybe you're replaying every friendship moment, birthdays, hospital visits, random Tuesday lunches, wondering which smiles were genuine and which hid a secret. You might feel like the ground itself has betrayed you. Every reaction you have is valid. Scream. Cry. Block my number for a year. Write a letter and burn it. Demand every detail or none at all. Your emotions are the rightful consequence of my choices. I want to emphasize something crucial. This is not your fault. You did not miss the signs because you were naive. Deception is a stage built specifically to look trustworthy. I constructed it plank by plank, then acted like the hero who'd never do such a thing. You loved me in good faith, and I exploited that trust. The shame is mine alone. Here's what happens next, at least from my side. I will answer every question you have, whether it takes hours or days. If you need evidence, dates, texts, anything, I will provide it. If you need silence so you can scream into pillows without hearing my voice, I'll step back. If you decide you want mediation, a counselor, a neutral space, I'm ready. I am willing to attend therapy alone, and if you ever choose, with you. I will accept any boundary you set, even if that boundary is permanent separation. I'm not asking for forgiveness today. Honestly, I may never deserve it. Forgiveness is a gift you give when your heart is ready, not a coupon I can redeem with a few tears and promises. What I do ask for, humbly, is the opportunity to make amends, real ones, measured in consistent actions over time rather than desperate gestures right now. That may look like me stepping completely out of your life so you can heal without the wound reopening each time you see my name. It may look like rebuilding from the ground up, brick by painstaking brick, under your supervision. Wherever you land on that spectrum, I will honor it. You might also wonder about them, your friend. I won't speak for their heart, but I can tell you they are remorseful. They have agreed to respect whatever boundary you draw, even if that boundary is permanent silence. They understand that apologies alone won't erase the betrayal. They plan to seek counseling as well, not to absolve themselves, but to confront why they crossed a line meant to protect you. Let me outline the timeline, because clarity is power you deserve. The first incident happened 3 months ago, in late February, after a marathon editing session for your birthday video. The last incident was mid-April, right before we noticed you were extra stressed about work, and we both felt even more monstrous for adding unseen weight to your shoulders. Since then, there has been no contact beyond planning this confession, no secret messages, no hidden meetings. I have deleted any thread that looked like a cover-up and archived the ones that remain, ready for you to read if you choose. Why didn't I confess immediately? Because cowardice wears 1,000 masks. Fear of losing you, of being hated, of seeing disappointment replace the warmth in your eyes. I kept thinking I could fix it by loving you harder, by cooking your favorite meals, planning spontaneous dates, texting good morning notes at sunrise. But love isn't spackle for broken trust. It's a beam of light, and light exposes. Silence was killing me slowly. Truth might kill us quickly, but at least it leaves no poison behind. I also realized the hypocrisy of withholding the truth while telling you, again and again, how much I valued honesty in our relationship. Every time I told you, I'd rather you hurt me with the truth than comfort me with a lie, I was simultaneously building a labyrinth of omissions. That duplicity will echo in my head for a long time. I plan to examine that in therapy so I never replicate it with you or anyone else. If part of you wonders whether I'm confessing now because I got caught, because maybe someone threatened to tell you, know that I am choosing this moment of my own accord. There is no ultimatum looming behind this message, no blackmail, no half-revealed secret about to go public. Just my conscience, ragged and loud, refusing to let me sink another night's sleep into a lie. Should you decide to end this relationship, I will still celebrate every good memory we ever made, because they were real to me. Your laughter on that rainy road trip, the way your eyes lit up when we tried that ridiculous dance challenge in the living room, the soft hush after we first said, "I love you," none of that was fake. My betrayal doesn't erase the moments we were genuinely happy. It stains them, yes, but it cannot rewrite them. If you need to burn those photographs, I understand. One day, I hope you'll remember them without pain, but that timetable is not mine to set. Before I close, because I've already asked so much of your time, I want to acknowledge the one thing I can still control: change. I am enrolling in individual counseling this week. I am writing down every pattern of avoidance, every loophole I exploited, every moment I chose ease over integrity. When guilt eases its stranglehold, I will not declare myself fixed. I will continue doing the work. The only apology that counts is changed behavior, and you deserve to see that, or never have to see me again, if that's what you need. Take the minutes, hours, weeks you need. If you block me, I won't hunt you down. If you text me at 3 in the morning for clarification, I will be awake. If you ask me to send one last message and then disappear, I will comply. You hold the steering wheel now. Wherever you drive this relationship, off a cliff, back onto the highway, or to a quiet rest stop, while you decide, I will not grab for control. Thank you for reading this far, for every ounce of kindness you ever showed me, for teaching me what safe love could look like even if I shattered it. I'm sorry, profoundly, irrevocably sorry. And I hope, in time and on your terms, you find peace, whether it includes me or not. Whatever you decide, I accept it. The truth is finally yours.